Dear colleagues, this is Sona, and we are going towards the end of our course. I'm very happy to present this lesson because this lesson is the most practical lesson, I think. In my opinion, it's very interesting and it um, will refresh your knowledge. I hope you will enjoy the lesson. So we start planning a grammar lesson segment, not the whole lesson, but the part of the lesson. Uh, so I will again tell you that you should watch the video. After watching this video, you will be given some assignment. Today, you will read some materials and also you will choose one grammar topic and present a part of the lesson using grammar structures. You will be automatically given the access to day 9 after watching this video and submitting the assignment. So today we will look at ways how we as teachers of English can integrate grammar structures into our lessons. So by the end of today's session, I hope you will be able to identify teaching techniques in real classroom practice. So we will look at one video and we will analyze how this particular teacher, experienced teacher, took the lesson and how you can do it. So we will learn at some different stages of the lesson. We will analyze interaction patterns. We will evaluate instruction techniques, instruction giving and instruction checking. We will try to find eliciting, noticing activities, and concept checking questions. And after watching the video, of course, we will reflect because without reflection, what was not. I hope that you understood this famous proverb. So, what to focus on during this lesson? So, I will show you the video. Of course, I will pause the video. I will ask some questions. Please, for this session now, pause this video here and take a copybook or a notebook as you like. So some papers to take notes, a pen, and be ready to analyze the lesson and to reflect. So let's remember what we have learned. So I will give you 1 minute to think. This is a, yes, thinking time. So the very first two lessons were introductory lesson. Yes, we learned in a way how grammar can be seen during the lesson. So it's not only the set of rules. Yes, this is the tool that you can use while teaching your students. So we talked a little about managing your talking time. Yes, so we distinguish between teacher talking time and student talking time. Student talking time should take approximately 70% of speaking time, of talking time during the lesson, and teacher talking time 30. Yes. Teacher talking time includes what? Instructions, eliciting techniques. So when you are asking better question, you remember Scrivener. And student talking time, these are controlled practice, freer practice, answering teachers' questions, pair work, dialogues, role play, information gap activities. Also, we looked at interaction pattern, what I have just said, pair group work, what we call frontal work, yes, teacher, the whole class interaction, and maybe individual, yes, when one student struggles, when he's a little behind the topic. This one. This picture, what is she doing? Yes, the girl is eliciting the information. So she is showing us the picture and she is asking. Maybe students already know the word, for example, or the grammar structure. Eliciting techniques, you can again rewatch the video from day 4. I hope that it will be useful for you. Also, we will today look at error correction technique. This was the previous lesson. Yes, I think also very practical, very useful lesson on error correction techniques. You remember that we can have, for example, a special code for written works. We can use finger correction technique. We can use self and peer correction. So we will look at this. Also, what is she doing? Yes, she is giving instructions. So we will look at details, how the experienced teacher has given instructions and how the teacher set the time, set the interaction pattern, how she checked the instructions. And also we spent, yes, much time. We spent one lesson, full lesson and part of some lesson for concept checking questions and timelines. So when you are teaching grammar, please bear in mind that almost any grammar structure and any aspects of time, any tenses can be taught with the help of timelines. So before we start watching a video, please think for 1 minute. Also, you can pause the video, prepare copybooks, notebooks, and pens, and think what stage of the lesson do you expect to see now? What do you think will be the stage where grammar structure is incorporated? Do you think that grammar structures is at the beginning or maybe at the end of the lesson? At what stage and what stages we will see? And what do you think the aim of the lesson might be? So I know that you have a set of objectives, of lesson objective and lesson aims that you must cover during the academic year, during the term. So what do you think the aim might be? Will it be only speaking aim, language skill, or is it only grammar, for example, aim? Think about it while I'm talking. You are thinking, not wasting our time. I hope that you prepared your workplace so you are equipped with a pen and some paper. And before this, I will also, during the video, you should pay attention to some topics that we have learned. So during the video, I will also make pauses. I will also ask good questions. I will elicit the techniques that we have learned. I will try that you will notice, yes, noticing technique, that you will notice what is happening during the lesson. So what about interaction patterns? Is it a pair work or is it a group work, or maybe during this stage it was a pair work then individual work? So remember, yes, that you can use pair work and group work, or TS, teacher to student, SS, student to student for pair work, for example. Also a very useful technique. Teacher language. What about teacher language? Is it simple or is it too complicated? How does the teacher give instructions, set time? What words does she use? How much time is she speaking during the lesson? What about student participation? So when are students active or are they passive? At what stages you see the students are engaged, and how and why are they engaged? Correction type, so correction techniques that teacher used. If there were any correction techniques, uh, was the teacher using immediate error correction or was it a delayed one? And instructions, checking instructions, handouts. Please pay attention to every detail. The lesson is shortened, the video. So this is a fragment of the video. I will also make pauses, so it will not take much time, but please be careful and be engaged, please. Really, the teacher is an experienced EFL teacher with international certification. So let's watch. Mhm. So what is teacher doing? Yes, she is using a hook. Yes, you remember. Uh, do you think this is the beginning or the end of the lesson or the middle of the lesson? Yes, of course, this is the beginning, yes, of the lesson. So teacher starts the lesson with a lesson hook. What is a hook? Yes, a famous singer. So students are engaged. Students are interested in. So you see students are actively discussing this. Yes, very good quote here that students get engaged into topics which they are interested in. So if you see that this is um, this is a teenager classroom, please Google what is now interesting. Maybe use some TikTok content, just 2-3 minutes, and it's enough. You see that two pictures or one picture of Billie Eilish, and students are discussing it for several minutes. You see that the video is some sometimes we scroll it. Mm-hmm. Again, two pictures. Sorry, add. Uh, again, two pictures of the same person, and here guided discovery. Yes, you remember this is the approach where students are supported to find out the answers. So you don't show them, you don't give them rules or vocabulary immediately. They try to answer your questions. So teacher is eliciting, teacher is using questions to help students identify and understand grammar patterns. So this is the difference, yes, mm, in appearances of one and the same person for 5 years. So you I hope that you have already had the idea of what grammar structure is used. Mhm. So what have you seen here? A girl, yes, she doesn't know this grammar structure, but she is using the language, she is operating with the language, and she is making a mistake. What did the teacher do? She was using, right, echo correction. So she said, cut. Yes, and the girl repeated correctly. Mhm. So what is the teacher doing now? Yes, the teacher is using, we call it realias, or so this is a kind of, not a kind, a piece of content. Yes, the teacher, after the hook, after some eliciting ideas, after getting students notice the grammar structure, teacher shows something interesting. Yes, teacher again shows the content, the context. Uh, for visual and kinesthetic learners, it's useful. Uh, but of course, you can use pictures or the text, sometimes audio, so you should use different sources. Okay, so which interaction pattern is used here? Right, pay your work. So just turn and talk about souvenirs experience. So teacher set, yes, the interaction pattern identified, um, give gave instructions, turned and talk with your partner. So students, you see, yes, the students are already familiarized with the technique that this teacher is actively using pair work at the lessons. So when you start using pair work at the lessons, believe me, student will get used to it very quickly. Here you see the students are so interested. Some of the students, yes, are so interested that one guy stood up and decided to show. So let's move to the next stage. Please be here very attentive. What is Albina doing here? Mhm. Yes, the teacher says that if you are finished, if you are over, please raise your hand. Students show, yes, this is a classroom management. So students know the rule beforehand. Then when they finish, when they are ready, they raise their hands. Students are ready. Teacher sees what groups are still in the process and what groups may need some extension tasks, for example, or which student need help and which student can support. Mhm. So now what is the teacher doing? Yes, she is giving instructions. Then she asks, what do you need to do now? And students are answering the question. So it means that she's checking instructions. And after that, please pay attention here. Rich technique, yes, reorganizing students. So pay work, then instructions, then checking instructions. What do you need to do now? And then the teacher is giving handouts, the very last stage. Clarifying the instructions again. Mm-hmm. And now, what is the teacher doing? You see, is she sitting without doing anything? No, we call it monitoring. Yes, the teacher is actively monitoring the classroom, the activity. She is actively engaged. She is ready to help. She is ready to support. She is ready to answer the question. And maybe some students will need help. So she will be ready to help. And also she is taking notes about what to have for feedback. Yes? So you see, yes, that uh, it takes time, yes, for students. So students are speaking a lot during the lesson. So STT is high. Teacher talking time was just questions at the beginning of the lesson using hook. Yes, using a hook. Uh, and asking questions, eliciting ideas from the students. Students were answering, and now students are speaking. Teacher only gave instructions. Yes, active monitoring. Teacher is circulating and mingling among students. Students are engaged. They are all busy with the activity. You see, yes, for example, if one pair needs some support, so okay, oi, sorry. Yes. So I hope that you enjoyed this short video, that you have already noticed the patterns that the teacher was using. Let's again quickly have these questions. So what was the lesson aim? Was it grammar aim only? No. Yes, we also had some speaking aims you saw. Was the aim achieved? What do you think about this? Where was eliciting used? At what stage? Yes, we discussed it. It was with at the beginning, yes, of the lesson when the teacher was showing the context, pictures, yes, and also souvenirs. Was error correction immediate or delayed? Yes, we had immediate error correction, echo error correction when students have already begun the topic. Yes, when the girl didn't know how to say, but after the input, when the teacher was monitoring, she was taking notes. Yes, and the error correction was delayed by the end of the lesson. Again, controlled practice. Yes, control activity when students need some support. Immediate error correction when students are practicing fluency, when they are speaking, when you don't want to interrupt them. Delayed error correction by the end of the lesson. Was the task controlled or freer? Yes, there were two types of tasks. The first one was controlled, and by the end, when students were speaking in pairs, yes, and teacher was monitoring the end of the video, it was a freer practice. Okay, great. How effective was the interaction pattern? So, which interaction patterns did the teacher use? Yes, it was pair work. It was very effective. Yes, you saw that students were actively engaged, and even two pairs were working as a group. Yes, it means maybe they finished early and teacher asked them to share their experiences as an extension activity. You see, yes, when sometimes we have some time left. Or maybe they were struggling and supporting each other. So I hope that you liked the video and liked the activity. Let's reflect. Yes, because without reflection, we cannot say that something happened. One technique that you will try in your next lesson. Think about it. Maybe it's an error correction technique, eliciting, noticing activity. Maybe it's a guided discovery. Yes, maybe it's using realias in pictures in the lesson. Just one technique, it can be small. Echo error correction, for example. And one thing you would try differently. So what would you try using another technique that we have learned? You can pause the video here and try it because you will need these materials. So these materials will be helpful for you for the next lesson. Next lesson, you will need to submit a task. And about this, I will tell you now. So what I hope we have got during this lesson. So you should engage learners. Yes, at the beginning, showing something popular um, within their teenager community. You should give context. You should show pictures. You should use the text, the short text, video, audio, or just real things. Realia, we call it. Then elicit ideas and concepts from the students. Maybe they have already known about this. Instructions must be clear and short. Open, do, share, exchange, turn, and talk. Instead of please, now we will have a pair work. Just turn and talk. After giving instructions, you should check the instructions. After that, give handout. And then reflect on our own teaching. It's always a sufficient tool for a teacher. Yes, we are reflective teacher. We are reflective teachers. We, as human beings, must analyze what we have done. With the help of this analysis, I think you will have quicker results. So what to do next? Please choose one out of the three grammar structures. I will also upload this document here, okay? I will again tell you that almost all the tenses can have timelines and CCQs. And they are almost ready, so they are in the book already. I will give again the link in the document, okay, in your assignment. So three grammar structures: present perfect, past simple, or modal verbs must, can, have to, all three. Choose one, for example, present perfect or must, can, have to together, or past simple. Choose it, think, make a lesson plan fragment with this grammar structure, not the whole lesson, but for example, a hook, how you will show which context, which eliciting techniques, which concept checking questions and timelines you will use if they are available. For must can have to, you must also use concept checking questions. And for example, the example of controlled or freer practice that you will use. And upload this assignment, this document to the platform. We will check. We will be happy to have to read the tasks by your group, by you. And the next lesson, I will show you the analysis of the plan made by me during the CELTA course. So I hope that you are really watching the course not only for your, for example, work reasons that you must, that you are obliged to take a professional development course. I hope that this is interesting for you, that you are also learning. And believe me, so I took CELTA 6 years ago, and since that time I'm uh, constantly using the techniques that I have learned during this time. So I hope that you will also have this one. So all the information that I am giving to you, this is from the CELTA course or maybe from the TKT module 1, 2, 3. So this is a Cambridge-based, yes, Cambridge methodology-based course. Good luck with your plans, with your assignments. Don't forget to choose one of three. Don't forget to look at the assignment. I will upload the document and you will also submit your assignment. So thank you very much. Enjoy your teaching и пусть все получится.